Well, hi. Okay, I feel like Spirit wants me to talk about this. I don't really share too much about myself, but I'm going to talk about something um, that I have. I'm a twin flame, and I didn't know I was a twin flame for many years. It wasn't until I met my twin flame that I realized after we split up that we are twin flames. Um, so to know me now is to know how is to see how I used to be. um, when I was younger, I was traumatized. When I was in the military, I got traumatized. When I got out of the military, I was traumatized. There's a lot of things that happened to me, and I was crazy psycho before. After I got out of the military, I was on drugs, drinking, crazy, crazy, crazy. Didn't give a flying fuck about anybody or anything. My family can attest to this. I was psycho. I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck about myself or anybody else for that matter. Um, and then I lost my grandfather, and shortly after my mother. Some other things happened that I don't really want to say. Um, Illness can creep up on anyone, so that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. But I didn't care anymore, like, about myself. Like, I was just, I didn't really give a fuck what happened to me anymore. Like, it was like one thing after another my whole life since I was young. My mother was in and out of jail until I was 13. She was a gangbanger from LA. My grandparents raised me and took me away from that environment so that I wouldn't grow up and be just like her, because it's your environment, honestly, like how you're raised. And then after that, as I'm losing two people that were near and dear to me, and I no longer give a fuck, like the events that transpired probably would have sent me into another spiraling event of God knows what. Um, and that's part of this is when you go too far off your path, your twin flame will find you. I met him on the day that we met is even like significant. We met July 6, 2013, which is 1313. So there's another synchronicity that I didn't realize until later. Camera by Ed Sheeran. I didn't realize until later that it meant something. Though just there's all these different synchronicities. He has all these, like, from all these other boyfriends. This, I would always say, same butt, same feet. Like, he has the same butt as one of my first boyfriends, same feet, same mannerisms. um, it's very strange, but there's a lot of different things. I have a video pinned on my profile that talks about everything that I've realized since after we split up. We were together for a really long time. And then after we split up, like, I realized that I learned tarot. I learned that I'm the feminine. But what happened was that he made me realize, like, they trigger you. Like, all of a sudden you give a fuck. You want to, like, make this person happy. You want to be the best version of yourself. All of a sudden you fucking care. If you go too far off your path, the universe will send you a twin flame. They will find you. And that was part of my evolution of realizing that. Because I have since learned tarot. Like, sometimes it's like as good as it's going to get. Like, you're only going to get to a certain point. But you can always be, healing. You can always be trying to be the best version of yourself. And that's what they do. They trigger you to want to be the best version of yourself. So I had to go through all of that shit to realize who the fuck I am, I guess. I don't know. It's like an armor. Like, I'm a veteran. I have mental illness, I have physical illnesses. But all of these things I wear like a little badge of honor because it's made me the person that I am. And now, on top of that, I've dove into my spirituality as the feminine because we are grounded in the upper chakras, our intuition, our spiritual gifts that we got from spirit. We are directly connected to spirit. Twin flames are directly connected to the divine. So it's strange, but I'm putting the pieces together, and I didn't realize it for many years. So we spent like 9 years together. We got married, and marriage is when you like the soul merges. So he didn't like that. He's the runner, he's the masculine. He ran away. Ultimately, he goes through his evolution of wanting to be the best version of himself, facing karmics, facing people, and God knows what, because I don't know everything about the masculine's journey. All I can tell you is about the feminine's journey and my personal journey. Everybody's journey is a little different, but that's where I am now, where I have self-respect, I have boundaries, I've learned how to care for myself and nurture myself, and to be that person that I'm supposed to be for him. Because if the feminine leads, we awaken first. But if you're training season is over. Like, training season is over. I had to learn this shit. And we're also witches. Like, the majority of us. Women, I'm the feminine, so it's the polarity. Training season's over. Like, I had to learn all this shit. So that way I know how to protect us in the spiritual realm. I know how to protect us. And protect myself. Like, so, anyway. Training season's over. By Dua Lipa. Like, you learned, this is Earth School. This is Earth School, alright? Like, you gotta learn. You're here to fucking learn and evolve. But yeah, your twin flame will find you if you get too far off your path. Like, I was where I don't give a fuck about anybody but like, not even me. Like, I didn't care. Drugs and craziness. Like, I didn't care. Now I'm just, like, chill. Like, Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Yeah, healing. The Tower moment that brought healing. The Four of Swords, the rest. I had to rest. It made me a fucking warrior. I'm a fucking warrior. All that heartbreak, like, left me in this energy of not caring for myself. Like, I didn't know. I had to heal myself. Queen of Pentacles reversed also. I had to care for I had to learn to care for my emotions and my money. I had to control everything. Because I was in this different perspective where I didn't give a fuck anymore. Like, at all. And it wasn't going anywhere. And I wasn't fighting. Like, I wasn't fighting back. So I needed to rest. I had to go through this period of rest to become who the fuck I am now. Like, that disconnection from him brought me into my healing. We broke up. We divorced. I had to work on my money. I had to work on myself. I was doubting everything, and I had to go through that to lift myself up. So, training season's over. It was just like repeating patterns. Maybe he's repeating these patterns, so he's got to go through that shit too. We all go through our own little evolution. The secret is out, baby. The secret is out. I had to get here to the Empress. So ultimately, not doing what I was supposed to do on my path, not taking any action, King of Swords reverse, led me into my evolution. Giving up brought all this healing out. Brought all this healing. Brought all this healing. It's the Empress, Divine Feminine. If you get too far off your path, Spirit will send you your twin flame. And not everybody has one. It's a very rare connection. But we all have soulmates and karmics, which ultimately also teach us lessons.